Hello everybody, this is another song. It's called Nurse Thatcher of Mental Health. Here you go. You know how Margaret Thatcher died? Well, a lot of people have been doing too many cheering. Let's just see how I could do it. I have just been diagnosed with high anxiety and depression because of all the crap I had to deal with, like marriage breakups and losing my job on the fucking first day of something the boss did wrong. I can't handle that. I love to work. And I don't want to join the dole queue like a loser. When I was in the hospital, I had this nurse that looked terribly familiar, but not in a good way. I have never spoken to her. I just saw her on telly or something. When she came with my meds, I figured it out. She's that fascist called the Thatcher. And at that moment, I jumped up and said, I'm not saying you, fuck off! Because you are the one cunt who screwed the poor in England. During the 80s, you see, she put her hand on me and told me that it is stupid to let politics ruin our partnership. I told her that I wouldn't be partners with a fascist like you, even in a million years. She told me she saw the error of her ways and she works here to make amends. And I told her how to get back to 1986 when I was sacked from my job because of you English cunts. Because I wanted more experience working with them. But that didn't work out because I went to work to have a coffee. And I am heaps better than them because they just made coffees and clocked off. I went to their rich homes and clubs to get hopelessly drunk. And that's having fun to you, hey cunt. And when I did it, you had me thrown in the lockup. Lockup! Just because I'm poor and mentally ill, you stupid clown. Margaret Thatcher said to me, why don't we let bygones be bygones, hey? I told her where she can stick her fucking bygones. Margaret Thatcher told me to just relax. At times can be hard and you can't expect a free ride because those people in your job are more experienced than you and also well, which means they don't have a breakdown. So you need to take your medication and let us real workers take over because you look tired and stressed. I jumped up and I got a needle with a HIV-infected blood in it and threatened to jab Margaret Thatcher with it and then tried to scare her so she could get PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, so I can look down at her. But there is no way I want to live. She won't give a fuck. So I had to kill her then and there because she traps another poor soul. You see, we have the mental illness, but Thatcher is the one that's mental. She's a fucking right-wing bitch. That there is no way in any of the world out there that Nurse Margaret Thatcher will be ever head of mental health. In fact, her health is that she is mental in the head herself. Margaret Thatcher called security. Security! And I was taken away, but I told her that I'll be back to scare you another day, you flaming bitch. And that was a great poem. It shows you what people are really dealing with. Instead of these people thinking Margaret Thatcher was just a lady, first lady, prime minister, that a lot of people have heard about, I still think that Margaret Thatcher to me, and look at the young ones, how they're living, that's because of Thatcher. Look at how England was back in the 80s, that's because of Thatcher. And just remember, when Thatcher died, everyone in the football field went, we're going to have a party, a party, a party. We're going to have a party when Margaret Thatcher died. And everyone said, ding dong, the witch is dead. This old witch, the wicked witch. Ding dong, the wicked witch is dead. I remember hearing that. But I sometimes think, sometimes it's good to express your mind so it gets your mind better in future generations. And also, it gets you to understand that it makes people on YouTube, if they look at this, realise that I care. Even if I had $1 billion, I would give it to money. I would give it to homeless people to have a new home, have entertainment, round the clock, care. You know why? Because I am a caring soul. I'm a Buddhist and I'm left-leaning. Catch you later, dudes.